because they all family members. See, that's why they allies with each other. See, nobody else, the Arabs is not rape, robbing, and murdering people on the earth. Who they stealing from? Who the Arabs stealing from? Nobody, man. They can't go in no European country and steal nothing. The Arabs don't got that type of power. Only the Edomites, who is the so-called white man, can go in other people's nations and steal and rob. See, that's the revelation before the end of the world comes. That's the revelation or the uncovering that's supposed to happen before he come back. He have to expose the nation that he rose up. He rose the Edomites up. He did bless them because they was given a blessing by Isaac. See, they don't have to say God bless America because that's what he did. He blessed them. See, that's another revealing. How did they get this power? How did they get the power to be able to rape, rob, and murder people? How did they get this power? Because God gave it to them. It just wasn't something that they was given. We don't know we got it. We got it, but we don't know we got it. No, they know where they get it from. Now let's get the revealing of that. Genesis chapter 27. We're going to start at 38, get right to the point. It said, and Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. See, that's what it's all about. That's why they got the power to do what they do. That's why they got the military, the guns, the weapons. That's why they can steal anything and get away with it. It's a blessing. It says, 39, and Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, your dwelling shall be the fatness or the richness of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above. Here go the key right here. Verse 40. And by your sword shall you live. See, that military power is how they surviving, how they living, how they conquering the world. What they call it, manifest destiny. It's their blessing. Blessing of their forefathers to have it's destined that they rule the world. It's destined that they have a powerful military in the last days of the world. It says, and by your sword shall you live, and shall serve your brother. So it's letting it be known, just because we're going to let you live by the sword, that don't mean the prophecy that you're going to have to serve your brother, that you're going to have to be a slave. See, that prophecy ain't just going to get thrown in the garbage because I'm giving you a sword to rule at a certain period of time. He says, and it shall come to pass when you shall have the dominion. See, the dominion means rulership. Dominion means power. It means having a kingdom. See, it said it shall come to pass. That means in the future, your blessing is going to be you have a rulership to rule by the sword, by your military. You're going to have a rulership because you're going to have the greatest military on earth. It says, and thou shalt break his yoke from off your neck. So now, he made sure, he said, and Jacob, your brother, he's not going to be able to contend with your military. Even though he's the sand of the sea, he's stronger than you. He can beat you in boxing, basketball, football, baseball. He can beat you in anything physical, but your military is going to take that yoke off your neck. Your military is going to be where his little strength ain't going to mean nothing, because you're going to have the military. You're going to have a weapon. See? And then they try to say, oh, Esau didn't get the blessing. See, he said he was going to live away from the blessing. No, that's a lie. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 20. Look at what it says. It says, by faith, Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau. See, so both of them got a blessing. He wasn't gonna live away from the blessing, but he was gonna have a rulership and live by the sword. It don't even add up, man. Concerning things to come. So the Lord blessed Jacob and Esau with a rulership concerning things to come. What was those things to come? That Esau was going to rule over Jacob before the end. And the end was going to be Esau's being revealed. Let's bring off that. And see, he said Esau should hide himself. See, Esau is going to, he was going to have secret places where he can hide. The reason he can hide because he took the Apocrypha out of the Bible in 1881 doing Reconstruction. He took all of the evidence out the Bible. So Negroes and Hispanics, they trying to get rights and all this kind of stuff. They not focusing on no Bible. But it says in Second Esdras was one of the leaders in Israel. Esdras wasn't just anybody. He was just a random Israelite. No, Esdras was the leader in Israel, and he was giving the laws back to the people because the laws had been burned up during the Babylonian exile. So Esdras was standing up and saying, "Okay, I got the laws, and I'm gonna lead the people." So in his book, he was given the prophecy. It says, for Esau is the end of the world. See? So he was shown that these Edomites in the end of the world, before that great day come, Edom was going to be ruling. So it's an easy equation. If the so-called white man ruling and Esau supposed to be ruling, easy puzzle piece. Put the puzzle together. See, rulership. White man, Esau. Put it together. It's not hard. It's very easy. If you say Michael Jordan gonna be winning the championship in 1993, and then he gonna play against Magic Johnson in 1993, you see who in the championship. You put it together. It's not hard. So if the white man ruling at the end of the world, and Esau supposed to be ruling the end of the world, Esau is the white man. Easy equation. It's not hard, bro. Not no Arab, not no they died off. See, coming up with all kind of excuse. Now it's a verse that talk about this in about the rich man and the poor man. Let's see here. What was that? 13. Okay, Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, the Sirach, you can call it Sirach or Ecclesiasticus, either one. Chapter 13, verse 23 say, when a rich man speak, every man hold his tongue, and look, what he say, they stole up to the cloud. So that's Esau. Whenever he say, we not Esau. Just call us European, call us Caucasian, call us the white folks. We not no Esau. See, people have stole that to the cloud. They act like God just said it. Okay? But look at what it say about the poor man. It say, but if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? They say, who is this poor man trying to tell us what's going on? See? Who is this poor man trying to tell us that the white man is the Edomites? Who is this trying to expose who the Edomites are or who the white man is? Who is this fellow? He's poor. See? Let me read that again. It says, when a rich man speaketh, every man hold his tongue. See, you get one of these celebrities, You get the president, you get Bill Gates. See, Bill Gates can tell people, I'm gonna kill everybody, and then he'll still come on the news and people will listen to him and say, oh, he know what he's talking about, just because he's a rich man. When a rich man speaketh, every man hold his tongue. And look, what he said, they extol it to the cloud. See, when drama happened in the world, what happened? Now this documented, certified situation. When that rich man Bill Gates came on the TV, everybody, he wasn't a doctor, he wasn't had no credentials. Everybody listening to what he's saying and extolling it to the clouds. See, that's everybody seen it because it was a tragedy or epidemic that happened. And you see this rich man talking like he a doctor, like he know what's going on. It says, when a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue. And look, so as soon as they see him operate, they say, oh, there go Bill Gates, there go a rich man. What he said, they extol it to the cloud. I mean, they hold it in high esteem. They hold what he say over everything because he's a rich man. Ooh, that go hard too. Now let's go. And that's another reason King Solomon get any type of respect, because they say, oh, King Solomon was the richest man in the world. He was the richest man in history. So now they go to Proverbs and they say, oh, what he was talking about, he was the richest man in the world. Let's see what King Solomon was talking about. See, this is how they think. When a rich man say something, they is on it. Now let's get Numbers, because Numbers 2 also talk about the end. It was given a prophecy about the end of the world, especially when Jacob took over. Because see, they try to act like Jacob was going to take over and it wasn't going to be nothing else concerning anything else. So look at what it say in Numbers 24:27. It say, I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not near. There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a scepter shall rise out of Israel. Jump down to verse 18. And Edom shall be a possession. So right there, he said, it's going to be a star come out of Jacob. It's going to be a king. That's what that scepter stands for. A king going to come out of Jacob. So that wasn't going to be the end of the story. See, that's how these Christians, they want to act like, as soon as the Messiah comes, that's the end of the story. No, right after that was the Edomites was going into slavery. That was synonymous with the star coming out of Jacob. Star coming out of Jacob, Edom going into possession, means slavery. They both went hand in hand. See, that's why they came out with that Macron doctrine. Macron said, oh, the God of the Old Testament, he was an evil God. And Jesus Christ wasn't for the God of the Old Testament. He was from a whole nother God. He was fighting against the God of the Old Testament. That was in 144 AD. Now they still preaching that same thing today. See, the Old Testament is done away with. That's what they'll tell you. It's done away with. God don't deal with the Old Testament. Y'all worried about the Old Testament. See, it's the same operation. They call it the Macronites. 144 AD. The Macronites come out and say, man, that Old Testament, that's some crazy God. I don't know what God that is. That ain't the God of Jesus. That's a whole nother God. That's how bad it was. Because he knew it wasn't no chance for the Gentiles. See, once he learned that he was going into slavery, he said, man, heck to the no. That God said we got to go into slavery? No way, Jose. And that was one of the first major Edomites to say, we want to be a part of the Israelites' heritage, and we want to reject our nationality. We want to reject whatever our peoples are saying, and we want to go with what these Israelites and people from Israel are talking about. And they rejected him eventually, but he got back accepted and slithered his way back in there like a snake. See? Now it says in verse 19, it says, out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion, have the rulership. Verse 20, it says, and when he looked on Amalek, see, Amalek is one of the top tribes of the Edomites. That's who over there living in the Holy Land. That's the elite bankers. See, the elite Germans. They say he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nation. So that's another one that goes along with that Ezra 6 and 9. Amalek or the Edomites was going to rule first. That's why once the star out of Jacob came, then Edom was going to go into slavery because they was going to be ruling. See? It says, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. So it's no situation where these people done went extinct. Let's go back to Obadiah. Obadiah, starting at verse 6. It said, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? So how are they searching out what's going on with the Edomites? The mouth of the prophets. See, the Lord was going to speak through the prophets. Not people that's claiming that they're not prophets. No, he was going to speak through the prophets. Look at verse 7. It says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. So what confederacy is on the earth? The NATO, the EU. See, the United Europeans or the European Union. See, that's a confederacy. They have nations that's in there, and they all united. See, nobody say anything about the EU. That's another thing. The EU can be united with each other, and they're not united with everybody. They are united only with the European Union. They can be united, but nobody say nothing. Oh, why y'all discriminating? They don't say none of that when it comes to them. But if somebody else try to unite their people, then they hating on somebody because they want to unite their people. But the European Union can unite and be united for decades and nobody say nothing. See, that's the hypocrisy. What do you say, a hypocritical nation? See, that's what Obadiah is talking about. All the men of your confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. So NATO or the EU, they gonna deceive America. See, America think we got allies over there and they gonna help us fight Russia. No, Russia gonna get all the allies to go with them. See, they gonna switch out on America and go with Russia. It says, the men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. See, the Russians and the other allies is going to prevail against Babylon the Great, America. It says, they that eat your bread have laid a wound under thee. So who eating the bread? The NATO and the EU, they was to get mad at Trump, because Trump was telling them, I'm not giving y'all no more aid. We gonna look out for our country and our people. We not gonna give y'all no more aid. See, they got mad at that, but that proved how much they was getting from America. It says, they that eat your bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. See, they don't understand that they being set up. Just like Pharaoh was being set up. Pharaoh say, I'm not going to let these people go. See, who is this God talking about let his people go so they can serve him? I'm not letting nobody go. I'm Pharaoh. See, that's the mindset of the Edomites. We not going to give them no reparations so they can go buy up some land somewhere in Africa. We not giving them nothing. That's in the past, y'all. Get you a job. That's what you going to tell them to do. We don't give y'all no reparations. You ain't getting nothing. Get you a job and pull yourself up by the bootstrap. They ain't a reparation. What are you talking about, a reparation? See, that's what they gonna say. Now, see, I done lost my thought. He's dragging. Look at verse 8. It says, shall I not in that day, says the Lord. See, he's saying it's gonna be a day now. Even destroy the wise men out of Edom. See, once I was talking about Pharaoh, Salakia. But once he exposed them, they gonna be like, dang, we was hiding this identity all this time. How did we lose? How did we get exposed like this? See, that's why he say, even destroy the wise men out of Edom. So he gonna destroy their wise men. Because they wasn't wise enough to keep themselves hidden. See, they weren't wise enough to destroy try to destroy it. They tried it, but they didn't destroy it. It's still here. It says, and understanding out of the mount of Esau. So if they had any understanding and they was wise, they would have been destroyed the Bible. They would have been destroyed the records that would have exposed their identity. See, if they was wise, that's what they would have did. If I'm trying to hide from the police, I'm going to kill all the evidence. You can't find me nowhere. You're not going to have my address, my phone number, nothing. But they weren't wise enough to destroy the Bible, to destroy the history that was going to expose them for being the Edomites and being hated by God. They wasn't wise enough to hide it, to destroy it. See, they thinking we got a military and whatever come out that sky, we gonna fight it. Them UFOs that's flying around, we gonna fight it. We got missiles, we got nuclear weapons, we gonna fight anything come our way. See, that's when you done lost all your wisdom and all your understanding. You gonna fight a spirit. Let me get that. Because that's what Pharaoh was thinking too. Pharaoh said, I got magic people. I got people that can do magical things. Who is this God of the Israelites? What is that all about? See, that's the mindset that these Americans got. Now look at Isaiah 31. Isaiah 31 starting at verse 3. It says, now the Egyptians are men and not God, and their horses are flesh and not spirit. See, they can't fight, your flesh can't fight against no spirit, man. How can you be so stupid? You gonna think you gonna fight against a spirit that's coming? Oh, we need to raise money and investigate these UFOs coming out the sky, and it's a threat to our country and our military. What? A threat? You cannot fight a spirit, man. What you gonna shoot fire at a spirit? A spirit that can disappear. Come on, man. Where's your wisdom? Where's your understanding? That simple understanding, a baby can understand that. You gonna fight against a spirit. But Esau, look, it's documented military operation. They talking about we gonna investigate what's coming out the sky. Really? What your investigation gonna do? What is your investigation gonna accomplish? You gonna fight against the Lord. Come on, man. Your wisdom is out of there. Now look at what it says. That's Isaiah 31:3. It says, Now the Egyptians are men and not God, and their horses are flesh and not spirit. And when the Lord stretched out his hand, so when these UFOs come and start exposing themselves brightly, ain't nothing you gonna be able to do. It says, when the Lord stretched out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fail. So their allies, those other nations, go try to come help. They shall fail, and he that have hoping shall fall down, and they all shall fail together. So they gonna fall, man. Ain't nobody gonna be able to help them fight God. What? Look at verse 5. As birds flying, so will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem. Defending also, he will deliver it, and pass over, he will preserve it. So when the UFOs come, they're going to be delivering Jerusalem. That's the spirit that's going to come. See, the Egyptians or the so-called Americans, they're not going to be able to do anything. They can't fight a spirit. But see, let me go back to Obadiah, because this is the situation. This is the situation. Verse 8. It says, Shall I not in that day, says the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom? So now you seeing all kind of UFOs, and these people investigating. What you gonna do, man? The Arabs tried to shoot at the UFOs. They shooting bullets at him. It ain't working. He coming. It says, and the understanding out of the mount of Esau. So these people can't hide from the Lord. They can't fight the Lord. But you see they acting like Pharaoh. Oh, we got $21 million we're going to dedicate to the Space Force and to seeing what this UFOs that we can't see and go through the water, the rocks. We can't even understand what they're doing, but we're going to investigate it, and we're going to investigate the threat. If you can investigate all day. If they want to come do something, ain't nothing you can do. But this is the mindset of Esau. That's why he say, I'm going to destroy the mind, the wisdom, the understanding. See, something that can disappear, you're not going to fight against it. All you can do is bow down, man. Beg for mercy. Now it says, verse 9, and the mighty men and your mighty men. So he's saying, I'm going to destroy your wisdom that you got in your head, your mighty men. What the mighty men going to use? The military. See, he's going to destroy the military, and whatever they think shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. See, their military is going to be so out of there mentally, and their understanding going to be out of there. They're not going to be able to fight against nobody and defeat nobody, man. It says, verse 10, this is Obadiah 10. For your violence against your brother Jacob. See, there's no way in the world somebody gonna be extinct or they gonna die off. What kind of mess is that? It makes no sense. It says, for your violence against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee. See, they admit, man, that was the worst slavery. Oh, that was the worst thing in the world. See, they have to admit it, because it's the greatest slavery in the history of the mankind. No other documented situation has been over slavery. It says, for your violence against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever. See, raping children, prostituting little boys, feeding the alligators. See, the shame is so high. Oh, they don't even want to be associated with them people. I don't know them people. That wasn't me, and I don't know nothing about it. See, I don't even want to think about it. Now, let's see here. All right, let me get that 21. How did this prophet Obadiah conclude the situation? Did he say, oh, Esau was going to die off, and once Esau die off, then some kind of other nation going to come up, and Jacob going to judge them? See, he didn't say Esau was going to die off and another nation was going to pop up. He said, and Savior shall come up on Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau. So not just one Savior, Saviors. That's that 144,000. See, that's them elect men that's crying and sighing about what's going on in the world. He gonna raise them up. He said, Saviors shall come up on Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau. And the kingdom shall be the Lord's. So in that last day, it's going to be saviors. Not just one, oh Jesus. Not just one spirit. See, it's going to be many people being in power. And it ain't going to be the mount of Esau, because they going to be being judged. See, they're not going to be a part of the people that's going to judge somebody. Okay, the Edomites done got the Israelites in slavery, but they going to be in the kingdom judging somebody. Heck no.